matters to me and to everyone in Nigeria currently. As regards the protests, don't worry. We're going to touch on that, okay? All I beg you to do is just relax and let's roll together this beautiful afternoon because I'll be taking you somewhere very, very special, where the matter is happening. Just stay right there. In case you were just tuning in, hey, we are streaming live on YouTube. Go there and check us out. Get to the search bar, type VOP 90.3 FM, and then you can watch us live and also get to the comment section and, of course, drop your comments. And let's have a robust conversation together this beautiful afternoon. All right, let's talk more this afternoon, okay? And hey, don't forget that our WhatsApp portal is also open. That is 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. That is when the time is ripe. You could use that number to call us, okay? But then if you want to send in your message via WhatsApp, it's simple. 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. Now, I am not alone in the studio this beautiful afternoon. I've got with me an editor, a current affairs person, a social commentator. He's an editor with the Nigerian Express. Yes. Maybe you should just go straight up to YouTube and just go find out what's up with Nigerian Express. News as it breaks on the go, like almost immediately, okay? The Nigerian Express is where you could get, beautiful, beautiful information on the go. I tell you, the Nigerian Express. Just get that, and you thank me. But then he is here, those who rule the shores of the Nigerian Express. Yes, he is, like I said, an editor. Mr. Emeka Okoronyao is his name. A beautiful afternoon to you, sire.
Good day.
Good to have you join us again.
Okay.
I think this is the second time I'm having you on my show.
Yes.
Yes. Good to have you again.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's get talking quickly. First of all, there is a huge protest going on out there right now. And a whole lot of persons have been, seeing one thing or the other as regards this protest. It's been a talk between the NLC and, of course, the federal government. But we all thought by now it would have been resolved. But at all, it hasn't been resolved. And that's one of the issues we'll start talking on this beautiful afternoon. Now, let me also let you know that the members of the Katsina State chapter of the Nigerian Labour Congress today joined their counterparts in observing the nationwide protest against the leaderships being experienced by Nigerians due to some recent government policies, among which was the removal of fuel subsidy. Again, you should also know that angry protesters have pulled down the gate of the National Assembly in Abuja. Earlier, the protesters led by the leadership, or the leaders rather, of the organized labor, Joe Ajero of the Nigerian Labour Congress and Festus Sifo of the Trade Union Congress, asked security operatives stationed at the legislative building to open the gates to allow the angry workers to express their displeasure. But how it went is what you will find out. Now, before I get to introduce my guest, I would also want to let you know that different labor groups today held separate protests against the removal of subsidy on petrol in several state capitals. A group loyal to the caretaker chairman of the NLC in the state had assembled at Freedom Park, Osogbo, while members of the Trade Union Congress, led by Adebowale Adekola, had assembled at Center for Black Culture and International Understanding, still in Osogbo. So the protest is currently going on in several states in Nigeria, be it north, east, west, and south. Now, Mr. Okoronyao, you would help us conceptualize what is going on as regards these protests today. help us make sense of what it is like currently on the streets of Nigeria.
Yeah, from where I was coming in Lagos here, early in the morning, there was protest around the Ikeja area. There was serious protest around the Ikeja area. Ikeja under bridge, members of the Nigerian Labour Congress were protesting. They were carrying placards. They moved around. They moved to Alausa. But later in the day, the protest thinned down because I learned that some groups in Lagos State, for instance, said they were not interested.
A group
Protest, yes.
under the NLC
No.
or TUC?
No.
Okay.
Just some individuals. They issued a statement yesterday. I see some, they refer to them as fifth columnists. So,
Okay.
Yes. So it's not under NLC, it's not under TUC. But they said they were not interested in the strike and the protest that Lagos State government gave them increase in salary in January, and therefore they don't have problems about it. But you can understand, I remember the last time we spoke about it, we talked about such group emerging overnight to sabotage what is happening among the labor camp. But that does not take away this protest. Shouldn't take it away, shouldn't remove the substance of the protest.
Okay.
Nigerians are really suffering. The fuel subsidy removal, which the president came on the day he was being inaugurated, without prior notice, without any meeting with anybody, abolished it. And you know what has happened since that time. Transport fares skyrocketed about 200 to 300%. In some areas, 500%, 1,000%. For instance, if you are traveling to Owerri now, a journey that used to cost about 10,000 naira. If you want to go to Owerri now by Sienna, you pay between 25 to 26, 28,000 naira.
Really?
Yes, that's the truth.
Are you sure?
I'm sure of that.
26,000
naira. Yes.
Wow.
And you want to move from, say, from any part of Lagos now, from Ikeja now, for instance, you want to go to Ojelegba now, you pay 1,000 naira.
Okay.
From Ikeja to Ojelegba, 1,000 naira. It's more than 100% increase. You want to go to Lagos from Ikeja, you pay up to 1,500 naira. So, and if you check that people's income has not increased, it means that we still have a long way to go.
Well, today's protest or action, is to send, according to the NLC and the TUC, is to send a message across, to the federal government on the sufferings of Nigerians. And we're looking at it. How far, can these guys send this message? I mean, how far will they do this? How much? To what extent can they, pull through as well?
But the message has already been sent. Yeah, the president came out on Monday with his broadcast. You and I should know that broadcast was aimed at preempting this protest today.
Is that what you think?
That's what I think.
What?
That's what I think. Because that broadcast was rushed to preempt this. Oh, you people should not go on strike. This is what we are rolling out. Fine. Looking at it is a beautiful statement. But to me, it's a beautiful broadcast. But to me, Nigerians don't believe their government again. Do you believe that the government can achieve all those things? Do you believe that the government, we have had such in the past. Palliatives are rolled out. Sometimes they hardly take off. Sometimes midway is abolished. So Nigerians don't believe that government is able to carry out those things the president listed out is going to do. The most important thing is that how are you going to, how are those palliatives going to reach the people? Okay, 3,000 buses. 3,000 buses. How many states will get 3,000 buses? Even if you throw in 1,000 buses in Lagos State alone, it will just absorb it, and it will look as if nothing has happened. Not to talk of 36 states of the Federation and Abuja. 3,000 buses. Then you are not talking also about small and medium scale industries. You are throwing in how much? 75 billion naira to them. Before you establish those industries, you know how, if the gestation period of an industry, by the time you start establishing and growing those industries, I'm sure we are talking about more than 1 year before you even take off. They are knocking on your head to repay the loan. That is, if those loans are coming. Because the people don't trust the government again. Are those loans coming? Remember what happened when the previous government under Buhari said they are distributing money? How many people? Did you even see anybody who said, I got that money? That was being distributed through the Humanitarian Affairs Minister. They selected some people. Maybe they were giving them money. I never saw anybody who said, I collected money from the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. I didn't see anybody. In the Southeast where I came from, I don't think anybody got it. What of the trader money? Did anybody get it from the Southeast? Did you see any money? Are they not people? Are they not Nigerians? So, what if government is sincere, which I doubt, about the palliative they are rolling out? It's just like a drop of water in the ocean. That's the way I'm saying it.
They called it a peaceful protest. That was what it was called. But now we hear that the protesters have pulled down the gate of the National Assembly complex, in Abuja. And in your own thought, don't you think that's getting too far? It was supposed to be peaceful, and now we're seeing angry protesters pulling down gates and all of these things. That's why I said this message that they're passing across. How far are they passing this message across? Is it by pulling down gates? Is there no other way to actually do this? Yeah. Or how would you describe it?
One, I won't stay here and say they have done well. But even pulling down the gate means you have passed on a message. The National Assembly has learned now that, people are protesting. Why are they protesting? Because of this. Remember, the Arab Spring took one guy to douse himself in gasoline and set himself on fire for the entire Arab Spring, to the Arab world to rise up, which necessitated some changes. Nigeria, it has got to a level that people are angry, people are hungry. Many people can't afford one meal a day. Many people. But government is there thinking that it is business as usual. Remember what happened the other day when the Senate president was, a motion was being passed. He was making jest of the poor. Let the poor breathe. Let the poor breathe. They said, let the poor breathe. Yeah. The eyes have it. They don't do things like that. They don't do things like that. The poor are watching you. They know that They gave you 70 billion naira to buy bulletproof vehicles. And the man knows that he's hearing it, he's listening to the news, and now that man cannot go to bed with food in the stomach for himself and his children. So what do you expect him to say and what do you expect him to do? So their first target naturally should be the National Assembly. And remember, these are people's representatives. They elected them, whether they elected them or some of them moved in there by whatever means. But the idea representing the people. So they should go in there means they have to send a signal to the National Assembly that you have to help us, you have to do something for us. But pulling down the gate is going the extreme.
It's way out of it.
Yes.
Now, still today, officials of the Nigerian Labour Congress, representatives of the C are marching towards the Federal Secretariat and the National Assembly in a bid to express their displeasure against the hike in fuel price and failure, that's when coming in, of the Tinubu administration to reverse unfriendly policies targeted against the poor, according to some persons. Targeted against the poor. Now, Tinubu has said that this is not targeted against anyone. It's for the growth of the country. But some persons feel, no, it is targeted at them. Now, do you see the federal government resigning on these plan, these policies of government? I mean, do you see them taking a step back and, okay, taking a holistic view at what it is and then maybe decide on some better policies for the citizens?
Yeah, I think that is what the protest wants to achieve. They want the government to resign this decision. They want the government, even if you don't totally abandon it, at least meet the people halfway. I'm talking about the fuel subsidy removal, meeting the people halfway. People don't believe in the palliatives, and that's the truth. They don't believe that they will get it. They still believe that no matter what you think you are rolling out, it won't get to them. So the only thing that is getting to them is meeting them halfway, if possible, or you remove it completely, the subsidy. You restore it. So by pulling down the National Assembly gate, by taking some drastic actions against the government, people want to get to the government because they believe that without taking such drastic action, the government is not going to do anything. But personally, I don't think the government, for now, is going to do anything. Because they believe that Nigerians, after some time, after the protest, they will just abandon it and go away. That's what they believe. And if you check now, some parts are pulling out. Some people are issuing statements that are not part of it. I learned that a group here, like I told you earlier, is issuing palliative. It's not even government. Somebody said he's issuing palliative on behalf of government. Instead of collecting 500 naira from a bus driver a day, you'll collect 500. Instead of where you pay 200 naira to go, you now pay 150 naira and all those things. I don't know how far that can go. But the truth is that government has to do something about the removal of fuel subsidy.
Since the advent of the statement, let the poor breathe, it has been a kind of should I use the word substituted now, or interchanged rather? Good. Tinubu said, let the poor breathe. And I think since we had that statement, it has been, the other way around. The citizens I'm not sure, the poor are not breathing at all. They were at least still, managing to breathe. But right now, don't you think they are not even breathing at all since that statement was altered, since the statement was made? I mean, it's now a situation where they don't breathe at all. Now, we now have some persons in Abuja laughing over the poor. I mean, it's somehow, I don't know.
In Nigeria, the poor is not breathing. And that's the truth.
They are choking.
The poor is being squeezed out. Life is being squeezed out of the poor. And that's the truth. Maybe the government doesn't understand it. And there is also an increasing number of people joining that group, the poor. The middle class is gradually being eliminated. If you go on the people at the middle class that are now using their vehicles for transportation, what people call kabu. The so-called,
Really?
If you go to the road, those who will carry you SUV, those who drive SUVs, they stop in the morning, load people, coming back the same thing, because they want to use the money
To get fuel.
to get fuel. Some people who don't even have jobs again, they have lost their job. People have lost their jobs. So everybody now is a taxi driver.
Wow.
It's no longer what we used to know as the poor or the World Bank Index for defining the poor. No. Everybody is almost poor now, apart from those who are not poor now are the political class. Those who are benefiting from the country's our patrimony, and they're happy about it. Ordinarily, okay, let's talk about somebody who's working in a company. You're paying him 150,000 naira in a month. By the time he finishes his transportation in that month, he has spent almost about 100,000 naira to transport himself. If you are transporting yourself, for instance, from Ikeja to Semes every day, and you spend, when you are going, you spend 100,000 naira, you come back 100,000 naira, and 25 days. Is it not 50,000 naira in a month?
Okay.
Then the man bringing tomato from the north, bringing carrot from the north, bringing rice from the north, beans from the north, he has increased his cost on those items. The same man who has spent 50,000 naira from his 150,000 naira monthly income now has maybe just about 100,000 naira left. What of his children who are going to school? He still gives them money to go to school. So he spends another 20 or 30,000 naira that. So his transportation cost alone takes him up to 80,000 naira. Now he has how much to feed himself, to pay their school fees? Is he not a poor man already? He's a poor man.
Sometimes I also want to find out, if the federal government is even considering what we call the poorest of the poor. If they were considered as the poorest of the poor a couple of years ago, before this administration, what do we now call them now? They were the poorest of the poor, and now they are who? Well, how do we refer to them now? Because only God knows what they're passing through. Maybe when we get to our villages, we'll get to find these people. I'm not sure the government is really, feeling what these people are saying. Listening to the cries of these people.
Yeah, Jude, let me tell you, I came from a village, and I go to my village every time. Once like that, I went to the village. The people you call the poorest of the poor, one woman came to me early in the morning. You know what she was asking me to give her? 500 naira. I said, it's not to eat. She said to start business.
500 naira?
I'm not joking. I'm telling you the truth. This one happened to me. I said, what do I do with 500 naira? He said, I sell granules. If I buy granules, I will fry it and now sell at 20 naira. 50 naira.
Wow.
So imagine that woman, what she will be doing by now. She can no longer buy a bottle of granite at 500 naira. A bottle of granite now sells 1,300, 1,500. So apparently she's going to abandon that business. What happens to her? And she has 1, 2, 3, 4 children to feed without a husband.
Let's talk about what you think the federal government should do. After the president's statement, on Sunday evening, some persons felt, well, the president is supposed to at least mention the issue of building or fixing our refineries. Do you throw same path? Do you think, the federal government should consider our refineries as one of the palliatives to be given to the citizens? I mean, for the citizens.
In fact, that is the first thing. I thought that is the first thing this administration should handle. Fixing our refineries. Because when you talk about, see, many people don't understand the politics of this fuel subsidy. I've been talking about, as a business editor of Concord, the Concord newspaper in those days, we started talking about the inefficiencies and the corruption in NNPC. Then we moved on as a business editor, the group business editor of the Sun newspapers. We talked about fuel subsidy removal, what is happening. You see, many Nigerians don't understand the politics of fuel subsidy. What is fuel subsidy? If we refine our fuel locally, there won't be any subsidy. If our refineries are working, there won't be any subsidy. Subsidy is about bringing in the fuel, imported refined fuel abroad, bringing it here, and selling it, taking it from Atlas Cove Jetty here in Apapa, taking it across to Maiduguri, Sokoto. They call it bridging. Okay. How much you are going to how much a tanker takes from here, you take it to the north. The government tries to fix the price. What you say petrol here in Lagos is going to be is what you say petrol in Sokoto. What of the bridging cost from here to Sokoto? That is part of the subsidy. Government is taking part of that cost. The man in Lagos pays the same amount. Okay, why did the government set up a refinery in Kaduna in the first instance? It's to bridge this gap so that the refinery gets fuel, crude from the Niger Delta to Kaduna. So the cost of transportation will not be so enormous for the man in the north. But now everybody comes to Lagos to take fuel, imported fuel. So the first thing the government should talk about is fixing the refineries. No matter the level of palliative you are making, you are still telling us, oh, we produce this crude here, we take it out, we sell it, they refine it, and they bring it here. We have 3 refineries, or even 4, working, that are supposed to be working. Do you know that those refineries still employ staff? The Kaduna Refinery still has its staff, has a managing director, and they are promoted every year. Port Harcourt Refinery, the same thing. Last year, they employed about 1,000 and something people. The same, a moribund refinery. And we are talking about subsidy. That's grass.
Who is employing this set of people?
NNPC.
Really?
Yes. Wow. Go and find out. Yes. Do you know that the least employee in those refineries, a graduate, earns about 600,000 naira every month? Yes, the least. Every January, they pay them what they call upfront, about 5 million naira. Meanwhile, the refineries are not working. Where are they getting the money to pay this staff? Okay, combine the staff of Kaduna Refinery, Port Harcourt Refinery, Warri Refinery together. You are talking about almost 5 to 6, 7,000 people. They are all feeding from this oil money. So the best thing government has to do is to fix the refineries. And remember, these refineries, we are told that they are doing the turnaround. Buhari did turnaround. Everybody does turnaround. But at the end of the day, no fuel comes out of them. So we still go back to the inefficiencies and the corruption, the NNPC, which nobody has been unable to unearth. Everybody's. Remember, Buhari was the Minister of Petroleum. And this thing is happening under his watch, or happened under his watch. When the National Assembly said they're doing oversight function, what are they doing? What do they do? I don't know what they do.
Now, I've listened to some persons, across board, and some persons have opined that, the NLC and the TUC, that these guys are just wasting their time. That this current administration is used to protest and strike and, agitations and, all of these road shows and stuff, to change the decision of government. And that NLC is just wasting their time. When they're done, they will still come back to the table, to have a dialogue with the federal government.
But these unions can't fold their arms and things degenerate. They have to do something. Yes, the government, we know. Remember what happened with this government and ASU? For 8 months, ASU was on strike. It's still the same APC government.
That's why I said they're used to it.
So they left the university system to go down for 8 good months. They are still owing them 8 months. So, but we can't continue. And Nigerians, sometimes we have to take the blame too. Everybody is on his own. Everybody is on his own, waiting for maybe few workers to demonstrate along the road. What we are confronting now is a big problem which should concern everybody. We should concern everybody. We should not leave it to TUC and NLC alone. Some people are even saying that NLC is partisan. After all, it's part of the Labour Party. That NLC floated Labour Party. So they are partisan, and because of that, they are fighting APC government. See the suffering. On the people on the road now. People are suffering. I entered a bus, a KK the other day. One man couldn't pay his transport fares, and the KK driver was telling the man, "Pay your money." He said he has no money to pay. He said, "Then why do you enter?" But you voted for APC. The man said, "Did you see me vote for APC?" Many people who voted for APC. There was one pastor. I saw him on social media complaining that he took a wrong decision. He advised his congregation to vote for a government that is now turning around to maltreat the people. But sometimes those regrets are late. They're coming in late. That is why before we vote, we have to check. But again, you may not blame the president now as a person. The only blame we can put on him is that he supported the previous government that was there for 8 years. That's how we can blame him. He supported APC government that was there for 8 years. He's a leader of APC. So whatever is happening in the country is part of it. But his government may have come in to do certain things. But we have lost trust and confidence in the APC government, and that's the truth.
How long do you think this protest will last, the way things are going?
I don't know. The truth is that the government is also trying hard to disrupt it in their own way.
You call that disrupt?
Yes, they are trying hard. Because in Lagos here, not much is happening. That's the truth. Everybody's in his business. I passed through Ikeja, passed through Ogba. People are going about their normal businesses. Unlike when we used to have protests. Once you get the National Union of Road Transport Workers on your side, the strike succeeds. Alausa Secretariat, people are still there working. That is Lagos. I don't know about other states.
What would you call that? What would you call that? Even a trip to Ibadan, saw scores of federal civil public servants in Ibadan. Today, actually disregarding the directive by the organized labor to boycott work in protest against fuel subsidy and its attendant to hardship on Nigerians. Let me go down to see. Okay. Although the gate of the secretariat was closed, security personnel on duty opened it only for workers to get to their offices. Chief Security Officer, CSO to the complex, Mr. Sunday, told reporters that his job was to protect the complex, the workers, and everyone entering the building for lawful business. You know, Dikpeolu said that 42 federal ministries, agencies, and parastatals were occupying the complex, and that was, what it's all about. According to him, he has no power to drive out any worker who decides to come to work. But what would you call that? It's supposed to be an organized labor, right? It is an NLC, not a wing of the NLC. So how would you describe what's going on in some states?
Yeah, I think the labor has been infiltrated. That's what I can say. Labor has been infiltrated, and their rank has been broken. Their rank has been broken. If you know how the election went, the way the election went, and the APC is in power. There's this slogan, Emiloko. That's it's our own turn. And some people still believe that it's their own turn. And when you have that slogan around you, when you hang it around your neck, any protest, you will dissociate yourself from it. And that is what is happening, especially in the western part of the country. If you go to the southeast too, you know that southeast people, it's like they've lost over the years trust in their government. So when any protest in the southeast doesn't, if you are protesting in the southeast, they go about their businesses. They don't believe in government in the southeast. And that's the truth. They don't believe in government. They don't believe government will do anything or can do anything for them. Everybody is on his own. And God for us all. Once it goes to government, they don't believe in government. Whatever they achieve, they achieve it through personal effort, through community effort. So we are telling them government is going to do this for them, go to them. They don't believe you. So the protest doesn't mean much for them.
So how would you describe the fact that, Simon Ekpa has warned workers, of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, to stay away from the Southeast for their safety? Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what he means by their safety, because
he said that the region will be under lockdown until Friday, adding that the NLC should stay away from the Biafra territory to avoid being killed by terrorists. I mean,
it's not serious. It's not. I don't think he's not a serious person. If he wants to be serious, let him come to Nigeria and lead that protest and lead.
But I should ask you, why is I've been able to interview some or have a one-on-one conversation with some persons from the Southeast, and no one is taking Egba seriously. I've spoken with a couple of persons. No one is taking him, but then he's still doing what he's been doing, and nothing seems to be happening.
Yeah, what happens is that I still blame the government. The government is allowing people like Simon Ekpa to run roughshod in the Southeast. You and I know how the Southeast is. It's not like the North, where you have wide expanse of land where people can hide and do certain things. It's not like the Southwest, where you have forests where people can hide in those forests. The Southeast is an open place. So terrorists cannot operate there freely if the government wants to do something. And you know that. You can't go in the South, there's no place you can go 2 or 3 kilometers without seeing houses, buildings. So where are these people? What those people do, the so-called terrorists in the Southeast, that are employing a guerrilla tactics. They hit here, take video, let it go viral, and people are afraid. They just go to one market, kill one person, scatter things, and let it go. Or target somebody, kill somebody, take pictures of it, and let it go viral. And people are afraid. They don't have the personnel to perpetuate the kind of atrocity Ekpa is talking about. He doesn't have that those people. It's just like security agencies are just allowing them. That's the way I see it. And this man is not around. He's in Finland enjoying himself, and people allow him to do all those things in the Southeast. Most of us from the Southeast don't support him. We don't support what he's doing. And I'm sure he's not fighting for Nnamdi Kanu. He has his own agenda. He's not fighting for Nnamdi Kanu. Has issued statements that I'm not in support of the sit at home. Simon Ekpa is not singing my music. He's dancing his own tune.
But Simon Ekpa has come out to say that that letter wasn't written by any Nnamdi Kanu.
But the Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, they've countered it again. I said, we wrote it. It's authentic. So which one do we take?
I haven't watched a video where he said that IPOB in the diaspora are now in charge of that movement, are now in charge of whatever is happening in the Southeast.
No, what I'm trying to do is just to create confusion. In guerrilla warfare, you create maximum confusion. You make maximum, you issue maximum threat. Confusion. What do? Remember the last one they did? What they went to Chicago, shot one Okada man, and the video went viral. What is happening in the South is that people are afraid. That is why when you say they should come out, they are afraid to come out because they don't know where those people are coming out from to attack them. That's why everyone is staying in his house. Not that they want to be at home, not that they don't want to do their businesses, because they don't know where somebody may emerge from somewhere and attack them. Nobody wants to lose his life. That is why the sit at home in the South, it seems as if it is succeeding.
People seem to obey this man. I mean, Simon Ekpa.
That's what I'm telling you.
People obey him so much.
That's what I'm telling you.
You know,
people are afraid.
Recently, he said there will be no movement in Biafra land until after Friday.
That's what I'm telling you.
He went forward to say, don't be victim of the Nigerian terrorist state. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. People are afraid. That is all. It's just fear. In communication,
so
in those days, we call it fear alarm theory. You put in fear into the people, and it spreads. Nobody wants to be killed, and because you don't know where these people, the so-called terrorists, are coming out from, you don't know whether it's from your village. You don't even know whether the person who is greeting you is one of them. So everybody's afraid. And especially when they go and when they now hit the big guys. You see some of the houses that have set on fire. You see some of the killings, some parts of the Southeast. So, and you see the video. People are afraid.
But some persons actually support Simon Ekpa.
Yeah, they do. Some people support him, yeah. But what's the percentage of the people supporting him? Most of the people who are supporting him are those in the diaspora. They bring money home, then a handful of his killers at home. That's all.
Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Like I said, you can be part of the conversation if you're watching us on YouTube. Yeah, go to the comment section and, of course, drop a comment and let's get to read it when we get there. Okay? VOP 90.3 FM on YouTube. We're streaming live. You can watch us. And, of course, like I said, drop a comment. Or you can send your message, via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number, like I said, is 0700 903 9039. Yeah? That's the WhatsApp number again. 0700 903 9039. Okay? That's the WhatsApp number that I'm having this beautiful conversation with a public affairs analyst, an editor of the Nigerian Express. Yeah, he is Emeka Okoro Anyao. And my name is Jude Ikami Jude. In case you were just tuning in, don't worry, very soon I'll get to open up the studio line so you can make your observations known or heard, okay? That is when I do that anyway. But now, there are just few conversations to go, all right? Just few moments before I get to open up the studio lines. Now, let's put aside these issue of a protest, or going on across the country, and let's also touch on some stories here and there. The presidential election petition court, rather, the PEPC, has said it will deliver judgment on the petition by Peter Obi and the Labour Party on a date to be announced later. What are your expectations?
My expectation, I'm not positive about it.
Why?
But if anything, because of what has happened in the past, because of the judgments we have had in the past that shocked all of us. But I'm not a lawyer. Lawyers know why such judgments were given. As a layman, the judgment in the gubernatorial election in Imo State in the past shocked all of us. The judgment, the former Senate President judgment returning to the Senate, and the present Senate President returning to the Senate after contesting an election. You see how it is. So, with all those judgments, what do you say? Well, we are not sure what to expect again. So when you're asking me my expectations, it can go anywhere.
Okay. Before I get to open up the studio lines, finally, Senate is shielding El-Rufai from the petition over insecurity in Kaduna State. Lawmakers actually yesterday blocked a petition against the nomination of former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai when he appeared for screening. El-Rufai was third on the list of nominees to be screened, addressed the upper legislative chamber on his political and educational profile and struggle for a democratic society. Now, as soon as the floor was thrown open, Sunday Kamiri Kogi West, a senator, drew the attention of his colleagues and the nominee to a petition, which he said would be submitted in line with the parliamentary rules. Now, what I'm trying to say there is that some senators, are shielding El-Rufai from a certain petition over insecurity in Kaduna City. You remember, this Southern Kaduna issue and all of that. A senator is trying to raise objection. Hey, guys, look at this particular area. There is a petition against this guy, this man, Nasir El-Rufai. But senators are kind of shielding him, like trying to roll off, that issue. Again, Wike, instead of doing the needful, the necessary, he was asked to take a bow and leave. Also, what is his name? There is his what's his name now? The former governor of is it Ebonyi State?
Or the one that came with only 2 credits in his school cert. See. When the president insists on a particular person being the Senate president and the principal officers for the National Assembly, he knows he wants people who will do his biddings. I bet you none of those ministerial nominees will be turned back or disqualified. Because
they won't be disqualified.
Yes, not even one will be disqualified. Because Godswin Akpabio, who is the current Senate president, because the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, insisted that he's the man to be on that seat, that's his man. I don't see Godswin Akpabio going against the president's nominees, no matter what they do. Except those cases, except an individual has a terrible case. I don't see him turning any of them back. What we have seen, take a bow and go.
Has it happened in the history of this country
that
where someone is asked to?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. During the Saraki era, some people were not cleared. Remember, even
no, can it still happen?
As that's what I'm saying, it can't happen this way under this president. It will not happen. It will not happen. No matter how bad that candidate is, it won't happen. Because he feels, I'm doing this, I'm working for my party. And this nomination came from my party, from my president, who is the leader of the party. So it is boy soye issue. It is our man. So it's from the president. Remember Lawal did the same thing? He did the same thing.
Ahmed Lawan.
Yes. Ahmed Lawan did the same thing. So that is what is going to happen. No matter how. There was one woman yesterday, when they were screening her, they didn't even ask her any question because she started weeping. I don't know whether
she's from a very poor background.
Yeah, she said she was from a very poor background. She started weeping and said, okay, everyone said, okay. I said, take a bow. Is that what they are for?
Just won the battle with tears.
They won, yes. Said they didn't even ask her questions again. What a proper senior would have said, okay, madam, thank you, it's all right. But let's ask you the 1, 2, 3. You answer the question. That's why you are there. You should not be swayed by emotions and sentiments. But this Senate was swayed by emotion and sentiment. Because Abidishio decided to clear everybody. Okay, what of the person that came with 2 credits? They raised it. How did you enter the university with 2 credits? 2 credit passes. Yes. He said that he has some other certificates. Any serious senior would have said, go and bring those certificates and appear tomorrow again. I said, okay, you won't appear again, but you will bring your certificates and give to, is it a clerk?
No, that is a done deal, you know.
So we are not expecting much.
And take a bow.
We are not expecting much from this Senate. We are not expecting much from this Senate. I'm telling you the truth.
So what you're saying is a rubber stamped Senate.
It's going to, in fact, if there's anything more than a rubber stamp, it's going to be a rubber stamp Senate, even more than Lawa's Senate.
So what about the House of Assembly? House of Rep.
You know, the APC has majority. And you also see how they manipulated to get their men from the opposition to be principal officers in the assembly. We don't expect anything. You know, the House of the Assembly, the National Assembly, the House of Rep before used to represent the people. But all along that become, look at Bajabi Amila's House of Representatives. It was a rubber stamp. This one is going to be a rubber stamp too. The same thing. Don't expect any wonder. Most of us in Nigeria will just say, there's nothing you can say again. There's nothing you can do again.
You see, in one thing about this country is we still continue to ask, when are we going to get it right? You know, especially at the Senate level. Now, one of the things Nigerians have been clamoring for is that the president should reduce the cost of governance. But opposite is what we're seeing. You know, we're seeing something very different. And we begin to ask, how long are we going to get things right in this country? Now, when he got on board, you know, salaries were increased from whatever it is to 114%.
But they denied it. They said it's not true.
But we all saw it. It was glaring.
They denied it. You see, again, We are talking about things getting better. When is going to get better? The people, the people, have to take our destiny in our own hands. If we don't do that, it cannot get better. It can never get better.
How? How do we take our destiny in our own hands?
There are things we should do. When we now, from the elections, when we start putting in the right people there and insisting that they should do the right thing. You remember the laws made provisions for all these things. There are laws in this country that you can recall somebody. But how many people have been recalled from the Senate or House of Representatives? Nobody has done that. Remember also, there are, when we talk about, okay, for instance, the electoral law says, if you have contested for an election during the same period, you can't contest another one. But we saw what happened with Ahmed Lawan. We saw what happened with Umahi and Akpabio. What did we say? We all kept quiet. You will see, one day, was it Congo, Democratic Republic? Currently, they're trying to change their constitution from a 2-term government to a 3rd term. The people are all over protesting, throwing things. If that happens again in this country, like what during the Obasanjo era they were talking about, if it happens now, the president can get 3rd term here with the type of National Assembly we have.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. They'll change the National Assembly of today will change the constitution for him. Yes. So this is what is happening. So if you're asking when are things going to get better, I don't really know. I don't know.
VOP 90.3 FM. Now, it has gotten to that stage where we get to open up the studio lines to get your own participation, okay? But if you have to do that, if you want to do that, please endeavor to keep your comments civil and, of course, make it be as brief as possible. Let it be as brief as possible, okay? And like I said, you can also send your messages across on YouTube. Get to the comment section and drop your comment if you're watching us live. Thank you very much for those just joining us, okay? The WhatsApp is still there, 0700 903 9039. That's the number to call. To send your message to. All right, several messages coming in back to back. Let me just see if I can touch on one or two, then I'll get to the phone lines, all right? This person is saying, I support the NLC nationwide strike or protest. As far as I'm concerned, the federal government have no plans or good plans for the masses. I pray that the judiciary will rescue us from the condition we have found ourselves. Oliver Ama from Iyanopaja. Somebody's calling on the judiciary again to come help the citizens, to come help the country. And you said you really don't see that happening. Wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, you see, any country that wants to progress, you have to get your justice system right. When I talk about the justice, I'm talking about the police and the judiciary. Once you have gotten right the police and the judiciary right in this country, then we can move from there. But a justice system that you can't trust, you don't have confidence in, cannot give you what you want. The judiciary is supposed to support democracy anywhere in the world, but our own is not the same. Did you see what happened in the court last week when Emefiele was brought to court?
Okay.
What we call the correctional center now, what we call the prisons, and the DSS, we are fighting over Emefiele. Are they fighting because they love Emefiele or they want to do the right thing? No. The judiciary was there watching. Even though we expected the judge to come the following day. They said, I said the Emefiele should go to prison. Why did the DSS take him? But nothing like that happened. You have seen how DSS has been moving up and down, harassing people, doing everything. But the issue is there.
All right. Thank you. This person is saying MC Oluomo, who is cutting down on transportation, hope he will tell the drivers where to buy fuel. Amobi from Ajao Estate sent in that message. And okay, let's see if we can take more right now. My view is that the West African leaders clamoring for it's okay. Thank you very much. Okay, this person is saying, please let the NLC going on with the protest and not strike. Let the NLC go on with the protest and not strike, because we need to let this administration know that what was tolerable during the last administration will not be tolerated this time around. Aziz sent in that from Oshodi. All right. Okay, let's get to the studio lines now. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. Be as brief as possible so we can hear from in a couple of persons, all right, before we wrap up the show. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Let's start here. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon, Jide.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I agree to again, Macau. Because I agree to you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you?
All right, dear brother.
Well done.
God bless you for your good work, my dear.
God bless you.
And the TUC, Kamma, you are telling me.
Yes.
You are holding a good job, and God will bless you.
God bless
for standing for the Kiro styles. Jibe.
Yeah.
Might they go to this labor community? There is a program in our house that says that we walk Kalido. This chicken generation is a case generation, and it's a suffering generation too. You know why I say this? NLC have allowed themselves for politicians to use them for too long against the workers of this land and the citizens of this land too. All of them turn politicians for a long time. That is why you see this demonstration they are calling looking like a joking issue. Why it's supposed to be a strong message to the government, and see the way it's going. And what I mean by saying work for means chicken generation is a generation of cares. That means any sacrifice they are doing in this world, the chicken and the fowl and the children, then they use that sacrifice. If there is any occasion where they will prepare food, the chicken and the children, then they use prepare food for that occasion. That is what NLC have turned the workers and the citizens of this land give to politicians, and which is very, very bad. If they know again their image now, and they never regain them again, back again, I'm telling you gospel truth. And another one goes to this. Mr. President spoke to us the other day. He's not talking how to reduce the cost of governance in this land. He's not talking how to repair our refinery for us. And the name of behind these fuel subsidies people, where they talk this fuel subsidy money for a long time for Nigeria, they don't tell us. Let me tell you, my brother Jide. You see what is happening as a French-speaking country today. 4 years ago, they give us the information, and citizens, they are tired of this French country, their colonial power. They're tired of them. And they are foreseeing this school coming up. Before we see, it happened to Mali. Another one, Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau, now, our neighbor here. He called Reserve Republic. And let me tell you one thing. This is what these people are doing at Parliament today, called Senate House. It's what caused all these things before this French-speaking country people. You see what they are cracking joke with the condition of the citizens at the House. and they know their needs is on our neck, not a bridge.
All right.
And they use it as a mocking topic at the house there. This is what caused all these things at the French-speaking country. If they don't want it in this land, let them respect their citizens. Let them respect their citizens and do the right thing at the right time.
Okay.
This is all I have this afternoon, brother. Because these people, they are pushing us to the wall too much. May God bless you people.
Thank you so very much.
People.
Thank you. Thank you for calling in. This person is saying I should ask you a question. All right. Okay. I will ask you this question now. He said, what if the election is cancelled on grounds of non-compliance and orders and a fresh election is ordered? He is saying I should ask you, what if the election is cancelled on grounds of non-compliance and the election was, a fresh election was ordered?
Yeah.
Yeah. What will happen?
Yeah, it's true. We have to stick.
Do you see that happening? First of all,
it can happen. It can happen.
If the election cancelled.
Yeah, it can be cancelled. It can be cancelled. In fact, that is the most likely thing that can happen. And if it's cancelled
in this country,
yeah, it can happen. Something that should be a first time. Yeah, it has never happened before. But if the judiciary finds it expedient and necessary, and in consonance with the rule of law, it can be cancelled, and you call for a fresh election. Heavens will not fall.
Let's get back to the phone lines now. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. My name is Budi. I'm calling from Bariga.
Welcome.
Yeah, you see, these are our politicians. I don't want to use a word that we say, you radio houses. The government has intimidated you people so well that you don't want the people to say the truth, not even saying that something that is not friendly with radio. But just doesn't want people to say the thing that will make the government feel bad because you people are protecting your work. You see, these politicians, literally, that they have tormented us enough, and their days are numbered. Okay, thank you.
Oh. Thank you so very much. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello.
Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is
all right. Hello? Hello? Oh, so sorry about that. Please do call back if you can. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, my name is Uvad Monday. I'm calling you from Isolo.
All right.
Yeah, please, I want to ask this question for clarity's sake. I want to know the meaning of rerun as regards election matters. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. He said he wants to understand rerun.
Yeah, when you rerun means do it again. It's a simple thing. If you
run again,
if you run a race, you do a race, and you are called back, you have to run again. That's the meaning of rerun.
You didn't run well. Come and run again.
Come and run again. It's either you breach some of the codes for running or something like that. Yeah.
It's okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Kingsley. I'm calling from Egwuatu.
All right, Kingsley, welcome.
Yeah, I want to ask concerning the wrong. Does it mean that the judges are not looking at the evidences or what? I mean, the proofs that someone won the election? Because the last the person that analyzed the last time before you, when they read the news, the guy was saying if they rule on Mr. Tinubu that is not qualified, that's the only way Obi and Atiku can go on a run. But if, for instance, they rule that APC is going to go on a run, that means P2B will not come. It's going to be first and second. So I'm asking, does it mean that the judges are not going at the evidences or what? Are they talking about the, because the way we are even dodging on this matter as if it's a big deal. Everybody is saying you don't want to, come into the judge. You don't know what the judges will judge and all that. And another thing I want to say is I want to congratulate Mr. President by buying lies from Mr. Wike, to tell Nigerians, just to tell them anything he wants to tell them. At the end of the day, they think they will continue. And that's exactly what they do in their speeches. Because somebody gave you a work, you have done the first month, they are collecting their salaries. You done the second month, and you are still telling them stories. You have not told them, look, the first month, this is the work I have done. I have started from here. The second month, this is where I'm entering. You just come and announce, you will give this person billions, you will do this one, you do the other one. At the end of the day, nothing. There's nothing on ground. That's what I want to say. Goodbye.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling. Yeah. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Jude.
Good afternoon.
And I greet our guest as well. He had a very good submission until he tried to applaud Obasanjo's regime. Obasanjo is the grandfather of corruption in Nigeria. If he has done well in 1999, we will find ourselves where we are. Obasanjo cannot account for $60,000 billion for electricity. Obasanjo used about 6-5 Senate presidents. He impeached minorities, impeached on Obasanjo in Plateau State, in Oyo State, in Anambra, and the rest. And you are applauding him. If he had done well, if Obasanjo has done well, we will find ourselves where we are now. So anybody who loves this country should not listen to Obasanjo anymore. He's the grandfather of the corruption we have now. And two, my question is, what are the solutions? What are the solutions to take now to put Nigeria back on the right track? What are our governors doing? We are always looking at the federal, not minding our governors. They are not doing anything. If other states are doing half of what Lagos State is doing, the population we have in Lagos now will have it. But our governors are not doing anything, and we are not looking at them at all. We are only focusing at the federal. Obasanjo is the problem of in Nigeria today. Do you know how many Senate presidents use? Do you know how many killings we have under Obasanjo? He's singularly impeached Audubey. He went to his home to resign as the chairman of PDP. So he has done well. In fact, he laid a good foundation. I'm very sure we will be where we are today. May God bless this country. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much for calling. Yeah. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. If you are watching live, just joining us on YouTube, thank you so very much. But then I want you to go to the comment section and let's have your thoughts just right there as regards to what's going on in the country Nigeria at present. Okay? Now let's do this. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, people over there. I'm reading this country. It seems that our tax agencies' money is enough for this country. So that anyone that entered there, he will not think of any other thing than to collect that money and utilize it the way they want. So if it's enough, let them start sharing it for us now so that we know that there is no any project that we can think of or any company that we can build to help the poor masses.
Okay.
So the parties is not ready to build. In anywhere in the world, if you know that that thing that causes you problem, and is that particular thing, you have to go back to that thing that is worrying you. Do the refinery. That is where it will start. The language of his talk means it don't mean anything to anybody. I will give you this, I will give you that. If he knows our taxes is okay, our agencies are giving us money the way we want it. Let them start sharing it for us.
All right.
We know, sir.
Thank you.
We are okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much for calling. I appreciate that. 0700 903 903 903. Let's go here now. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. What's your name?
My name is Jonathan. I'm calling from London.
Welcome, Jonathan.
Okay, I greet guests there. You guys are doing a great job. This is a big service to the nation. I salute your courage to say saying the truth to power. It's not an easy task. So let me quickly make a question. So somebody called and somebody saying that talking about Obasanjo. I know that Obasanjo has not done well in some area and he has done well in some area, but my concern is that the day people rise and say it's enough to oppress us, that's the end of the oppressor. You know, you can see. I'm not party to junta. I'm not party to the military government, but we can see the reaction of the people in Niger. See the signal they are sending to the West. Even the West are scared when the people gathered and shut down the France embassy. They said, no, has come to the realization. The day we say no, that's the day our deliverance comes. So that's what I want. But these people are not many. They are just very few. So thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling. I appreciate you. Yeah. Let's see if we can take more calls right now. More calls. Good afternoon to you.
I want Blaster Nigeria.
No Blaster Nigeria. Oh, calm down.
Good day, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. One of the problems we have, I wish you people finish discussing this matter on air. Then all our comments and our point of views will be implemented. I'll be happy. At the end of the day, once everything being discussed finished, that is the end of the whole thing. It doesn't go like that, please. So I'm hearing all the conversations and all people are saying. Nobody is happy. And everybody knows the truth. There's no reason why single-handedly we buy the whole over 300 million Nigerians and pocket them. And you people are there sitting over there and discussing the matter. The same matter is made tomorrow. Someone has said, concerning Obasanjo that has come and gone. Obasanjo is no longer the issue. The issue is what you are saying. Now let's not face the reality. What is that Mr. President doing there? Who bought him there? Nobody bought you. And that's not the truth. They are providing the judgment. Let us call the Fed the Fed. Understand? Not to come on the street or come on the road and start fighting. They know that the thing is paying us. It's pinching us. Okay? See, nobody is happy. They are trying the youth. And the youth come out. The war will burst. So, King, let them be so down here. Nobody go through. And let us face the reality. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. But like I said, you can also send your message. YouTube, I'll get there very soon, okay? And check some of the messages we can take. I still encourage you to just go there in case you're watching us live and drop your comments so we can read it out quickly. Yeah, YouTube is just right there. VOP 90.3 FM. The WhatsApp number is also there. you can use that, and also you can call in if you can. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I don't know where we are going from here. The Igbos, they want to be the president. The Yorubas, they prefer the president now. The Hausas, they want Atiku to be the president. Where are we going from here? Good afternoon.
All right. Good afternoon to you. It's a big question. Where are we going from here? It's now like it, and it won't help us at all. It won't help us. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, this is Mr. Jude.
All right. Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Monday from Agege.
All right.
I greet your analyst there.
Hi, good afternoon. Monday.
Yes, sir. You see, all the thing that is triggering anger is because of this strike. It's not today that we are going to strike. It's not today that the strike starts. Look at what Orjis Okalu said. Because of, please, we should not go to strike, because of it, because this thing. All those one is talking is because of his pulse are full. They don't want the good of this country. They don't want it. I wish Nnamdi Kanu is not in cell. All this nonsense will not be happening. How long that this our country will be carrying us backward? Even the statement our president made the other time, a child can make that statement. It will not comment on what will move this country forward. And you expect the people should not, the Labour Congress should not do something about it. The NLC should not do something. Are we blind? Don't we want good thing for ourselves? Is it a taboo that our refinery stands today? Is it not a testimony? Why all this thing is going on like a child? Hungry is everywhere. Look at the poor masses. They are not looking to them because they don't want to have good name. They just want bad name, and they know bad name is better than money. But they cherish that money that we make them, they will leave it to die one day. I don't want to talk too much to waste your time because this thing is very annoying and irritating. Please, they should do something because we are poor masses. I cannot pretend I'm among them too. They are suffering it, but they are smiling on it. Is it how to work the country up? Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903. I'm trying to see how many calls I can take quickly. Well, before I wrap things up, 0700 903 903 903. Now, I would also give you some important information, okay, as regards what's going on right now, like right now. But then let's talk to this person. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can you speak up?
I'm calling from North Metro.
Okay.
As the second to the last, I was speaking, you mentioned about the Igbos, which is the Labour Party, petition to be the president from the North, Atiku, then the Yoruba, who is already on the seat. What I want to ask is there unity in this country, Nigeria, that bring about all this misunderstanding or everybody confessing to be in power and remain there for life? And why, if there is unity or if there is love among the people or the presidents of Nigeria, why is it that the refinery, which is the main contention of the problem of what the people are fighting through now, why is it that any of them, from even from what do you call him, Obasanjo up to date, nobody could be able to put that refinery in order to bring the solution of this crisis that everybody is facing now. And now when the president talks, already I heard three people that the doctors are already on strike. Some people are in the hospital, languishing there, and the present government, I mean, Tinubu, is not in any way in his message back to the nation. He couldn't in any way say anything about those people that the doctors make anything available for them in order for them to go back to work and take care of the people that are in health care. So what concern will this present government have for the people? What concern do they have for the people? The people are languishing in the hospital, and they don't even care about it. They don't even think of how to, all the money that we poured, how to push it to the hospital and to take care of the people so that the doctors will go back to their work. Well, my prayer is that God will intervene very fast in order to deliver this nation from where they are heading to. Remain blessed, sir.
All right. Thank you.
For good work people are doing.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. All right. Let me give you some information quickly across the country as I am getting them. First of all, I want to let you know that the Nigerian Labour Congress Kano chapter today embarked on a peaceful protest which has paralyzed business and commercial activities in the metropolitan city of Kano. Yes, this is in compliance with the nationwide protest called by the NLC over the federal government's removal of fuel subsidy. Now, more information now. The Nigerian Labour Congress NLC President Joe Ajaero has said that the response of the federal government and not the use of force will determine the duration of the ongoing protest. Yes, he has said that. All right. Just want to give you information as I get them, okay? The organized labor in Plateau today also joined, compatriots across the country in the protest against the fuel subsidy removal was a call on the federal government to fix Nigeria's refineries, okay? The Nigerian Labour Congress affiliates also called on the government to halt the arbitrary increase of school fees across the country's higher institutions as well as their unexplained taxes and utilities tariffs. Yes, just you should know. Now, more information now. The House of Representatives has said that the protest by the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC has the capacity to shut down the nation's economy and not in the interest of the masses. That's what the House of Representatives is saying as regards the protest. And now the Lagos chapter of the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC has demanded 30,000 naira subsidy palliative from the state government as to assuage the hardship occasioned by fuel subsidy removal. Yes, that one is just an information from Lagos State. Now, a former Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Timmy Frank, has described the ongoing ministerial screening as a charade. To this end, Frank, in a statement, called for the immediate halt of the ongoing screening exercise by the Senate. He emphasized that the ongoing ministerial screening in the National Assembly has been nothing short of a national shame and disgrace orchestrated and supervised by the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. Frank noted that it was clear from the foregoing in the Red Chamber as to the direction of the country under the APC-led government. All right, let's hold on and see if we can take maybe 1 or 2 or 3 more calls. Then we wrap things up quickly. The number to call is still 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. Good afternoon to you. Hello, good afternoon. Are you there? Oh, I think you should call back if you can. So sorry about that. Maybe your network. Hello. Good afternoon to you. Mr. Okoronya, let's get your final thoughts before we go this afternoon. All right. Please hold on. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Ibrahim from Lhasa.
All right.
I greet with you, my brother.
Yeah, good day.
You know, in this country, hello, are you listening to me?
Yes, we can hear you.
You know, in this country, we are all the same. There's no difference between us and these people are rolling us people. Let me quickly give you one example. There's one guy in my area in 2007. Oh, you know, when this guy gets to that place, he changed everything. You are not living with us again. He moved from our area in his own area to go and be living at Aja side. But at the end of the day, we make sure we put him out too. And again, we want to talk about our governor. He's only governor of Borno. That is fine now. What about other governor, my brother? And they share big money the last month as allocation to them. What this guy are going to do for their people? We should talk about them, all our governor. We should talk about these people are hiding because we know we are not talking about them. We only talk about Mr. President alone. We should talk about these people.
All right.
They should bring the money they have to out. They should bring they should use it for the citizens that's living in their state. Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you so very much. It's time to go, but I will read this message that just came in from Kenneth Emma. He said that the judiciary was supposed to be neutral in the tribunal, but the judge is glaringly tilting his support towards the APC, while he is hard on the PDP and the Labour Party lawyers, while giving room for scandalous statements by the APC lawyers. Why will a judge be soliciting for forgiveness for APC presidential candidate over the crime he was said to have committed? All right, let's go. Mr. Okoronya, I want to say thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you, Jude.
Thank you and thank you and thank you again. In fact, I know the effort it took me before I could get you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much for coming.
I'm honored.
Yeah. My name is Jude. It can be Jude. I'll be here tomorrow, to look at some of these things again and much more. I'll be with the former commissioner of police again tomorrow to dissect some of these things. On social media, I am Ikami Jude. IKAMIJUDEH. Like I said, also check out the Nigerian Express. All right? And see, there are beautiful stories just right there. Online, just check out. Pick up your phone and just get to YouTube. Get to Google and check out the Nigerian Express. Okay? And you thank me later. Thank you so very much. Do follow VOP across all socials also. That is at VOP 90.3 FM. Keep dropping your comments, okay? I love all your comments. I promised to touch on some of the comments on YouTube. Forgive me. Let me see if I can just read out one. This one is saying, Afunwa Adama. He said, "Good afternoon, VOP. I want to ask a question about this person called MC Oluomo. What's his educational qualification?" Okay. Well, I think we'll answer that one tomorrow or much later. Thank you so very much.